Alright, we're going to talk about number 15 and number 17 for tonight's homework from page 395. On number 15, here's the graph that was given to you, and you have to come up with the equation. So because the major axis is along the y-axis, the value for a is going to go under the y squared. So a is from the center to the vertex, and that's a value of 2. You need to square it, and the number goes here, so 2 squared is 4. And the value for b is the distance from the center to the vertex of the minor axis, and that distance is 1. 1 squared is 1. So that's where those numbers go. And then the ellipse always has to equal 1, so that would be the final equation, x squared plus y squared over 4 equals 1. Now, number 17, you're given the equation x squared over 25 plus y squared over 4 equals 1. We need to graph it, figure out the coordinates for the vertices and also the coordinates for the foci. So first off, the coordinates of the vertices. Along the x-axis, we're going to go the square root of this distance. So 25 square root of that is 5. So from the center, we know it's centered at the origin because there's nothing in parentheses here. So centered at the origin, and then we go 5 in either direction and put a point. For y squared, the square root of 4 is 2, so we're going to go a distance of 2 in either direction away from the center along the y-axis. And that's enough to draw the ellipse, so that's a graph of it. And then all the vertices come from the endpoints of the major and minor axes, and that's right here. So those 4 vertices. Now the foci, we need to first figure out the value for c. So we have the formula we learned in class today, b squared plus c squared equals a squared, a version of Pythagorean theorem. So let's plug in what we know. We know that b squared is 4. And we know that we don't know c squared, so we're going to leave it as c squared. And we know a squared is 25. Again, a is always a larger number, b is always a smaller number, not necessarily in that place, but they might be swapped. Now subtract 4. Subtract 4, c squared equals 21. Take the square root of both sides, and c equals the square root of 21. And if you can simplify that, do it, but in this case we can, it's just root 21. So the foci, the y value is going to be 0 because it's along the major axis. It doesn't go up or down at all. It's just going to move over root 21. Root 21 is a little bit more than 4, a little bit less than 5. So about right here is root 21, and also in the negative direction as well. So the foci would be, quicker way to write it is just plus or minus root 21, comma 0. That would be 2 points because you have positive root 21, comma 0, and negative root 21, 0. So that's for number 17, 15 and 17.